Very similar format to the GT4 European Series if you're used to that. It's two drivers sharing a car, 60-minute race. There's a pit stop window right smack dab in the middle of the race. We're going to do a driver change, and that is it. No tire changes in Pirelli GT4 America. Jesse Webb on debut, qualifies on pole. The returnee, Matt Travis, who won a championship the last time he contested a full season in Pirelli GT4 America. He's in the Cayman on the left-hand side of the screen on the front row. We are green at Sonoma Raceway.
Clean start so far up the hill, 3 wide there in the middle of the pack. Everyone just trying to keep it clean.
Oh, someone's around. It's one of the Heart of Racing Astons. We've got a car off track that might be Todd Coleman. Everyone is backed up here. Local yellow for now. It looks like everyone's going to be able to drive away from the incident. Confirmation from race control. All of the cars involved have been able to continue on, but a difficult start to the race weekend for a couple of the competitors.
Yeah, I think that's Hannah Grisham, unfortunately, on their debut with, as you mentioned, that all-female entry for Harder Racing. So it's a very exciting program, but not the start they were looking for. But up front is Conquest Racing. This is the team that gave RS1 the hardest time last year, finishing runner-up in the championship. But they've come back. New driver lineup in terms of the pairing. Mackay Stevens is still part of that group, but new driver on the group, another Canadian. So they're looking to come back one step further up the ladder in terms of winning a championship.
Love this shot, watching these GT4 cars snake their way through the S's. It's Webb leading Travis first and second. Francis Seldorf might be the cork in the bottle, though. He runs third overall, and everyone is bottled up behind him. That's him in the red-topped, primarily red, I should say, Cayman, coming right at us, right behind those new BMW M4 GT4s. Love the look of the new BMW GT4 offering.
Yeah, really good car. Talking to a number of the BMW drivers here this weekend, they said the handling is absolutely superb, particularly through this first couple of sectors. Struggles a little bit in the horsepower compared to a couple of the other manufacturers, but nonetheless, pretty potent machine here at Sonoma Raceway.
And a potent lineup in the one in question. Fourth in the running order as they stand. Zach Anderson starting this car. John Capestro Dubets, an absolute ace in a GT4 BMW. He'll be taking over when they do the swap. Zach Anderson, a champion in the AM class in Pirelli GT4 America a few seasons ago. Probably the best chance he's had, though, to run at the very pointy end is this one right here, and he's been waiting a long time for a shot like this.
Yeah, he's super talented, so it's great to see. And this team has really come a long ways as well. They're really good, tight-knit organization, beautifully prepared race cars, and they're loving life with this new M4 platform.
Autotechnic, the team, looks like starting to get a bit comfortable behind the wheel. Settling into that rhythm is young Zach Anderson. I say young. I thought he was a lot younger than he is. I found out earlier this weekend he's like 37. I would have guessed about 27. Anyway, a lot of damage there.
Yeah. 9.9 machine. Parker Thompson listed as the starting driver in that one, so major damage there.
Or might it have been the number 999 of Daniel Hanley? I'm not clear on that. But a casualty here is the 32 GMG racing car. I think Kyle Washington was tabbed to start that car. We have another car in the pit lane, so several casualties early in the going. That was Matt Forbush, by the way, and a new effort from the Skip Barber Racing School team. Their first foray into GT4 racing, and it has not gone the way they envisioned.
Conquest Racing from NOLA Sport to the predominantly strong GT4 entrance over the last few years, leading the way here in the opening laps of our 2023 GT4 season. Not to be unexpected, I guess.
This car, Matt Travis, this is the leader in Pro-Am, by the way, running in a sea of silver class entries. In the top 7, there are 6 silver class cars right now as we go safety car for the first time in 2023. The lone car not in the silver class in the top 7 is Matt Travis, who returns to the championship alongside longtime teammate Jason Hart. These two paired to win the title in Pro-Am in 2021 after coming painfully close in each of the past 2 years, and they love it when I remind them of that.
Yeah, that was they had a couple of heartbreakers there in terms of dominant seasons and then losing out right at the finish of the year. So great to see them back. Travis pulled a bit of a Nico Rosberg in terms of winning a championship and then disappearing on us, but he's back.
And he's happy to be back. A replay of the initial start. Great job by Jesse Lee in the Conquest racing car. A guy who comes from some, I guess you'd call it kind of showroom stock type racing in Canada. Oh, there's a spin at the top of the hill.
Yeah, that's the harder racing machine involved.
Yep.
So
Nowhere
clean
to go.
initially, then just middle of the park. And it's such a deep field, you're going to get that big compression, literally run over each other.
This might be why we have the intervention, possibly, is for this stranded car. Quickly back to Jesse Webb. Mentioned the background in sedan racing, you might call it. Certainly modified street cars turned into race cars, and then went short track racing, did some stock car racing, primarily ovals, a little road racing in that. This, he told me, was the first true race car he has ever been in. And he said, I asked him, has anything that you've done prepared you for this? He said, no, nope, nothing at all feels like this, but he loves it. He loves the feel of the GT4 Mercedes AMG.